Hey everybody, I'm Tian Welliver, and today I am going to be running you through week 6 exercise 7 for this class, and so let's just get right into it. Right now we are looking at this and we want to calculate our weighted average unit cost. So we're going to need our units available and cost of goods available. So without paying attention for this little bit of the remaining inventory of 207, what we're going to do is we are going to take our number of units for these three inputs here, and we're going to find the sum of those. And so that will give us our units available number. So this is what that is. And then we're going to do the same thing with our total costs. We're just going to take that and we're going to add those all up, and that gives us this. And now that we have those two numbers, from there we're going to take our costs divided our unit value, and that'll give us this number here. And this number is a cool number. We're going to want to keep it for later. So I'm going to bring you over to our next step, and that will be this number right here. We want to keep that. And also, actually, we want to keep the cost of goods available. We'll want that too. So we're going to bring that over here and leave that there. So we bring those two over from our other page just because they're easier to have here for what we're about to do. So now what we're doing is we are trying to find the Fifo and the Lifo. So Fifo stands for first in, first out, and Lifo stands for last in, first out. So the way that we're going to find these is for Fifo is we're going to take our 194 and we're going to find the difference between our 194 of this inventory and we're going to find the difference between that and our remaining inventory, which is 13. So that 13 actually is left over from our last little bit. So that's actually only having a unit cost of 6, while the 194 has a unit cost of 7. So we're going to take 13 times 6 and 194 times 7. We're going to take the answers to those two and we're going to add them together. And so that will give us our Fifo. And then for Lifo, we're going to do basically the same thing. We're going to do it up here. So we're going to see this 1, 2, 3 right here. We're going to times that by 5, but we also want to find the difference between that 1, 2, 3 and the 207, which is 84. And that's going to be timed by this 6 here. And so then what we're going to do is we're going to take those two answers again and put them together, and that gives us our Lifo. And then what's fun is that what we're going to do is next is we will we're going to take our Fifo and our Lifo, and we'll take those numbers and one at a time, very important, one at a time, we're going to take the Fifo and we're going to subtract it out of this cost of good available for sale, and that'll give us this. And we'll do the exact same thing for Lifo, so we'll take that out of this again, and that'll give us this. And now our average cost. So our average cost is going to be all of our costs divided by all of our units. And the fun thing about that is that it actually is going to equal our weighted average unit cost. And then once we have that, we're going to want to multiply that by our remaining inventory. And that will give us our average cost. Boom, that's the number. And from there, what we're going to do is just like with Fifo and Lifo, we are going to take our average cost and we will subtract it out of the cost of goods available for sale. And that leaves us with this number here. So that's how you guys are going to do this section. And I hope that this video helped. It took me a minute to wrap my head around it at first, but it's actually quite simple once you get to know what you're actually doing. It's kind of repetitive. You're just doing this and then doing that and doing this and then subtracting them all out of the same number. And it's fun that we get to use that number and this number when which is why it's so important for us to find the answers to the first sheet so that we can do the second sheet. So I hope that this video was helpful and that you guys have a good time doing this activity this week. And yeah, let me know what you think of this video. See you guys.